Good day. Today we'll be doing a presentation on floors. The group members are Nathan Treasure, Kenardo Matherson, and Romaine Arjun. The four functional requirements of floors. The first functional requirement is fire resistance. When designing or doing flooring for homes, it is imperative that the floor can bear the fire for a long enough time for its occupants to leave the home. This can be especially important for homes that have multiple levels, as when trying to evacuate from upper levels, the floor should be able to withstand enough load to prevent the floors from caving in. The next functional requirement is the durability. When designing an entire house, each aspect is designed to be durable for a given amount of time depending on the amount of wear and tear the floors or the home is subjected to. This can be very useful or very common that a home is designed to last. So, as such, the flooring would be specifically designed to last as long or even longer than the home itself, as the floors would be bearing more load than most of the other parts of the house. Another functional requirement is the resistance to weathering. Houses are built on different soils of different areas with different water tables, which can have different moisture contents or moisture conditions of the soil. For floors, depending on the design and the soil at hand, this could affect the ground moisture and the resistance to weathering of the floor. So, the floor will be designed in a specific way to resist the weathering. And last but not least, the strength and stability. The strength linked to the durability of floors are made, floors are made to have high level of strength as they are subjected to different and varying loads, whether it be human, objects, furnitures, etc., etc. Maybe even vehicular loading. The stability of the floor is to ensure that the floors remain level. As such, are such items such as furniture are placed on the board or the floors itself, it can be seen that the floors will be subjected to more load in certain areas than it is in other areas. This can cause the floor to be unleveled depending on how well the floor is made. So the stability of the floors should be taken into consideration when during the construction process to ensure that the floors will be level for the different the varying loads and for the varying time. Suspended concrete floor. A suspended concrete floor is a floor slab where its perimeter is, or at least two of its opposite edges are supported on walls, beams, or columns that carry its self-weight and impose loading. Suspended floors can be constructed in three basic forms. Form 1, as a wholly of reinforced inside concrete. Form 2, as a floor consisting of reinforced or pre-stressed precast concrete units, usually spanning in one direction. And Form 3, as a floor comprising reinforced or pre-stressed precast concrete units overlaid by an inside concrete layer formed in such a way that it acts compositely to the precast concrete units. Here we have two images showing the suspended concrete floors. In image 1, you can see where the beams are being stretched across and blocks are being placed in between the beams. And image 2 shows a side view of how a suspended concrete floor would look.
Okay, so this is Kenardo and I'll be looking at the floor finish. I will be focusing on timber or wooden floor finish. So this is especially used when the wood is easily accessible and the thickness of the hardwood used is usually between 8 millimeters, 10 millimeters and 19 millimeters. Okay, so the types of wooden flooring, first we'll be looking at laminate wooden floors. So this flooring is made by compressing layers of fiberboard together and placing a photographic image on top of them. So the image would be of wood grain, stone, tile pattern or any desired pattern. and the image is added to the surface, and a protective coating, which we'll talk about later, is added on top of it to prevent damage. This one is ideal for living areas and is mostly waterproof. Now we'll be looking at hardwood. So solid hardwood floor planks are made of pieces of wood and they can be anywhere between 18 to 20 millimeters thick. The boards have a tongue and groove which fit together, and as you can see on the side of the image, it makes it easier to install. This one, hardwood, is more durable than other types of wood flooring, and it's less susceptible to scratches and dinks. Now we'll be looking at engineering hardwood. So engineered hardwood is made using 3 to 4 layers of wood glued together to produce a 14 millimeter thick plank. As you can see, it also fits together at the side as well, so it's easily installed. And the real wood surface is about 4 millimeters in thickness and is applied to the top to allow it to be sanded and refinished. So the engineering hardwood process makes it more stable than most other types of wood flooring, and it has resistance to temperature fluctuations and humidity. Now we'll be looking at the bamboo wood floor. It's usually found in Asian countries where bamboo is more abundant, and due to the characteristics of bamboo itself, it's more moisture resistant, environmentally friendly, and is the best choice for building green. It's low in cost in these areas and is fairly durable. So we'll be looking at the floor finish coating that is put on top of the wooden flooring itself. So this floor finish is usually a liquid made of different components. So it's basically a chemical, and the thickness of this coating is usually 25 microns, which is 0.025 millimeters thick. So what comprises the floor finish? Its main components are usually polymer emulsions, film formers, modifiers, preservatives, and water. So now looking at the types of floor finish coatings. First one is oil modified urethane. So this is one of the most widely used types of floor finishes because it's easy to apply. It's made from a petroleum base and contains plasticizers. So the coating is resistant to moisture, as we'll see from many of these different types of floor finishes. So there's also the moisture cured urethane, which is more durable and more moisture resistant to the oil modified urethane, but it is similar in other respects. It also has a non-yellowing component in it, so it doesn't turn yellow over time, and it can be difficult to apply, and the curing process is dependent on humidity. For the water-based urethane, this contains synthetic resins, plasticizers, and other film-forming ingredients. It creates a durable surface which is moisture resistant, as I said, with most of these finishes, and it's clear or see-through. It dries within about 2 to 3 hours after being applied. So now looking at the penetrating sealers, these ones are applied to the floor surface and they are spread out and allowed to penetrate the wood surface over time. They are solvent based, and this type of finish often comes with color and can be used to stain and seal the wood flooring. So looking at the paste wax finish, this one is the easiest to apply and it's typically inexpensive and fast drying, and it's also easy to repair because its main component is wax, and it is applied in thin coats for surface protection. Lastly, we'll be looking at the varnish or vinyl finish, and it gives a more natural finish to the wood floor surface because it's made of vegetable oils, and this product can most commonly be found containing urethane finishes in it as well.
Floor covering. This is the term used for the permanent covering of a floor. and is described as any finished material applied over a floor structure to provide a walking surface. This is simply stated as any piece of material used to protect or decorate a floor. Now, there are plenty of options used for floor coverings, such as hardwood, bamboo, ceramic tile, and vinyl. Now, one of the most commonly used floor coverings in the world is vinyl. This is a very resilient floor covering, very flexible material that feels very soft on the feet when compared to wood or tile. Now, vinyl flooring is composed used of several layers of different materials sandwiched together to form a highly durable, practical, and affordable floor covering, which furthermore states that it's very cost efficient and hence why it is one of the most commonly used floor coverings in the world. Now, there are three types of vinyl coverings. There are vinyl sheet flooring, vinyl roll flooring, and luxury vinyl flooring. Now, vinyl sheet flooring is a type of flooring which comes in large, continuous, flexible sheets. A vinyl sheet flooring is completely impermeable to water, unlike vinyl floor tile, which comes in stiff tiles, and vinyl planks, which comes in interlocking strips. Now, vinyl roll flooring is a fiberglass backed flooring that comes in large, continuous, flexible sheets and is available in almost limitless number of styles, from timeless to realistic and playful designs, which simply means that it has a variety of different styles, from formal to um, playful designs like kids, etc. Now, this type of flooring offers great water resistance, making it a perfect material for use in bathrooms, kitchen, and other high moisture space in the home or commercial space, such as basement or washroom, etc. Now, luxury vinyl flooring is a type of vinyl flooring that is designed to imitate natural flooring options such as hardwood and ceramic tile. Now, it it also imitates other different flooring styles such as tiles and wooden planks, and it also comes in rigid or flexible tiles. Now, there are numerous advantages and disadvantages of vinyl floor coverings. Now, some of the advantages for vinyl floor covering is that it's a very tough material that stands up to both moisture and heavy traffic. Hence why it is recommended to use in both bathroom and kitchen, as it's um, very moisture. Another advantage is that it is comfortable and quiet on the feet, which is majority of people like. They like to feel comfort in their home and that the material used is very comfortable. Another advantage of using vinyl flooring is that it's very inexpensive and durable, as well as having a wide range of color, designs, and patterns. Now, a couple of the disadvantages of using vinyl flooring is that it varies in quality, meaning that it's very, depending on the type of vinyl you use, it's very cheap and probably inefficient and is not recommended to use, and that the different patterns and colors vary per the quality vinyl you purchase. Um, when installed over subfloor with no underlayer, it can have a hollow or echoey effect when stepped on. Another disadvantage is that once glued down and installed, it is hard to remove. It also cannot support very high temperatures, as they have the tendency to show fading and discoloration, which no one really likes. Now, for uses, as stated plenty times before, some of the best uses of vinyl flooring is being resistant to water, hence why it is recommended to use for kitchen, bathroom, and wet rooms such as basement. It can tolerate cold temperatures, and therefore the tile will not feel cold. Vinyl flooring is also a great option for playrooms where children are sure to spill something.